다 건도 주셔버려 되도 상무야고 당연히 거기 나올 때지 말하는 나올 때 캐고야 돼. 그 주모는 가자됐다 말하는 거기 이연들이 있는 거와. 아니 가서 르는 상계 경기 저부터 빨리는 열어 숨어 저런 저기 랑wen dumna dingi jape chobe tenne taba jijas ko rang tendel imbi yuzen jede khorang ngone matu gande matu wada hagu gore tendel yuzen jede jaisa ko khorang ngone tumde yena te taga rang re se de lapshana ndigo ko tendel yuzen go wai dunia mare taga rang re se lapshana tendigo ko tagarang mai mi insan ko tendel tenjin de wati le ten chi tu der ma do khorang ne motu bade yugo ne motu bade to ware tapi kena tambu tike ten tendel la age tongi la theba samba omba chi de jinji 제곰단 조금 찌리 제베거네 아니 제곰 탈 침바지 제네 제베던 데라 아니 동이 가기 동이 텐데 동베던라 송와다 동바 텐데 던라 레이게 레 제바지네 녜 따따 지용가다 아니 간지 조금지네 솔람 놀럽줄데 다 소절럽줄 솔람 가서라 당보 제바지 삼바지 얘네 솔람 가라고 공바지 동이 든지스게니 전저지리고네 조금지네 솔람 추저쯤이 이시돌라 동이 든지스데 네바니 어디가라 옴자 얘네 옴자네 솔람 추저 전문에니 톤리아 포르드가라 냠자니 냠자를 보여 숨고를 모두 남 도복공도 계들 이제 돌렉 비니요 말 냠자니 아니 저런 추저 준비 이시가라 아니 동이 든지수도 더야래 돌람 살딩에 받나 동이 무슨도 더와 가자대낭 박이니 유연대 그 소리 캔두고 와 가자대 계산의 마시나 아니 동이 락과차에 빼 가버려 이리 야 우리 현지되어 전주나 답에 뭐라 말아봐 대응은 지만 있어서라 그래서 가자 계단들랑 담당이 때 미지로 깨친 거예요 아니 두스체네니 다 대고는 다 돈남도 홈런을 넣었는데 순거래
So as I said before, it is important to kind of understand what is the appearance that we have of the phenomena, and also the same appearance as being the object of negation that needs to be negated or ceased. During His Holiness teaching, one time he mentioned about quote from Buddha Palita by the Tibetan master. The Tibetan name Sangye Kyang Buddha Palita. That if nature of the phenomena or the way of the the thing exists is is the way it is the way that appears to us. If the phenomena exists from its own side or self-sufficiently, if that is the reality, then we can say that that's it. That's how phenomena exists. But since that is not the case, or since that is not the reality, we have to kind of bring about or move on to or the understanding of dependent origination. With the negation of phenomena being kind of existing from its own side or self-sufficiently or inherently existing, then one will move on to the understanding of emptiness, beginning with listening, contemplation, meditation, and able to kind of have the able to have the sort of use the understanding of the dependent origination for interpreting emptiness, as we said before, and able to interpret emptiness with the understanding of dependent origination, kind of interchangeable between these two concepts. And looking at the five path of accumulation, one starts with the listening, contemplation, and path of preparation, one moves on to the meditation, and then path of preparation has 4 stages, and the final stage is supreme dharma. One will have the generic understanding of the emptiness, and when one attains the path of seeing and achieving of the higher path, or promoting from one path to the next path, happens only in the meditative equipoise, as we said before. So when one attains, newly attained the path of seeing, that practitioner attained kind of the understanding of the emptiness, so to understand the emptiness or the nature of the reality, as set in the Shantideva's text, without kind of touching the object of analysis, or without understanding the object of the analysis or the target object, you won't be able to know whether that object exists or not. So one has to have the understanding of what that object is, in order to kind of coming into the further conclusion that that object exists or not.
But that dire Sheripu Tedana Cheta Tombani, the Tinima Makeba Mangaba, Timame Tivanda Dawak, Ameba, was a deporto, Pagomla looked to the Sugas, Tonamla looked to that. Tonam Sidigala, Panja de Tobanyamu Conjusum Chagwari. Tajini Tonam Tavada, Ani Gopa. Lam of the time, Tower Refani, Numu Refani, Gopa to Chili. What a Gopa, what a Muni, Java Jenny, Chetu Mati, Bezu Jenny, any Jita Punta, any Kasa, Turim to Chongi Tawa, Teton Numu. Teson Numonchen, Tisum Pampa Pampa the Toba, Tatum, Tony was the toy to Tambo Tawada, Tonam Tawada, but that the Tisum Pampa Goba Toboy. Tam Goba Tamboji Toba Toboy. Gopa every topical line, Deva, Pardon your Suba. What that the Tobong Numu Kujusum Pampe, Goba Deta, Tonam Tavaniji to go.
그러면 인지나가.
아이. 인지나라.
그 자와기 쉬운데 말아야 되는데 셰리프.
어때요? 셰리프 대단한 채도 이제 동반이 좀 많이 먹어. 된다.
이제 어쩌면 저 강원매 보고 그러지. So in the root text, the third paragraph, one, two, three, fourth sentence, if you count from the end of the paragraph. In this way, Shariputra, all things are emptiness, they are without defining characteristics, they are not born, they do not cease, they are not defiled, they are not undefiled, they have no increase, they have no decrease. 디 가르친 거 라이브리
라
디 가르친 셰리푸드 통남도 검주
다 통남라 로츠지 수고 이제 갑자기라 통남 생데 본인 모습도 떠는데가라 빵자데 도망 너무 군주 숨판겨.
So this tells the how to meditate on, or how to practice upon the path of seeing. And when one attains the path of seeing, as said before, one attains the understanding of the emptiness. And when you do that, when you move from one path to another, or when you attain, the path, what you do at the same time is attaining a path. Also means kind of cessation of the negativities. So the cessation of obscurations or obstacles. So attaining the path of seeing, the first kind of group of cessation that one attain is there are three. Imputed view of transitory collection. Imputed view of transitory collection is the first. Second is the considering wrong ethical discipline as a supreme, and
Kundate wangi kembachinta lam lucu di umarwa lam norna surin tuji chonji taware lam norna tabi ko bang lengu marwa ani thesum yena yan nubuada thesum da yorum chi dis ko ba thesum nyom chi dis ja ko so ba mada thesum na tengir ki thesum na yong warwa.
So these three. I will say the first one is the translation here is first one is intellectual view of transitory collection. Second is holding bad ethics and discipline to be superior, and third is deluded doubt. It's 127. These 127. These three are called three constant fetters to be abundant on the path of seeing, or three obscurations or obstacles that you abundant at the path of seeing. So so one kind of eliminate these three, and at that time as it says the practitioner has a feeling of immense joy, and these three sum karida dichim karinal peja karna desun joda da dichum ba. So in the Abhidharma Kosh, the text, in that text Vasubandhu use the metaphor for these three, as the first one is not wanting to kind of take a journey at all, no desire, and the second, holding bad ethics and discipline to be superior is taking a wrong, way or wrong path. So these three are all obstacles, or so first one having no desire, second is going on to the wrong path. Of course, you won't reach to the right destination. And then third is the doubt, and here the doubt should be deluded doubt, not simply doubt.
Wadatini mibachang di udati pandigala ta gopa tangbo de tatin gopa tangbo gotambata nyomum pambe gopa tangbo che tunga de bezujine sojor gam lamla chang lo ani toni musum to toyon digala 다티 숨빠는 거고 당부 다 셈라 리즘에 대와 셈에 연구를 쓰고 봐.
So this, elimination of these three, obstacles is considered as the, attainment of the first ever cessation within the mind stream of consciousness. And as said before, one will have an immense, unlimited, immeasurable joy. So this attained, following, the first two paths, path of preparation and path of accumulation. One, attains immense, merits and train in the path, and then through following, previous two paths, and after kind of achieving this third path of seeing, one will have, immense joy and considered as the achieving of the first cessation.
다 파기 대단한 최대한 동반이데 진님의 마케바 망가바 디마메 디마타 다와메 바세데 다 파기 시즈까지면 지를 시바게도 소바게야 텔레자탄데 숨고아라 진님의 세야다 림바타 룽알 추시 다 더빙요몬을 미기야 룽알 추시기 추시 지신이 미바당 디진도 마케마 망가바니 군준 지시기 지시지 디마타 다와메 까오메바 람지시데 지지지 디와메 바 까오메 고바 지시 두스지네 자그리 미바르셰도스 카지 델타노 쳇탐제 동바니지 디마타 다와 까오메 바지 데케 이어나양 야급 긴도 마비 델타 쳇탐제 타 디마타 다와메 바지 가시 니제 중와타 jalna ten chawarngonos oda di kaje kasampaki nendroson tumtenala sheba ye zopaye shizukuji chudusde chera moina tezu razamba doga tholam kiti ki gor omlan chudu balam shishide chera moina omlan dugore di lamoma timado thonam dugare tandadi tunda koma ina ganga thonam chadiyore odedi sheba geta zoba geyar sheba geta zoba ge judu tati tishigore Mahanjanan Diwali se do.
To Company tang chingi me de ni jimbo de shi
Dongwa chishi Tombani zede Dongwa chishi de shishi le jar. Maki ba manga ni kunju shishi de shishi le jar. Dimata tawa me bazan lam shishi de shishi le jar. Tuwa da kawa me zede goba chishi de shishi le jar resi.
In the root text in this way, Shariputra, all things are emptiness, they are without defining characteristics, they are not born, they do not cease, they are not defiled, they are not defiled. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They have no increase 7, they have no decrease 8. So this 8, in the commentary here says you can, match this to the if you have, because these 16 moments of, if you remember from the tenets, 16 moments of forbearance and knowledge, there are 16 stages of forbearance and knowledge. If you have that, it's on page 208. If you write down and if you look at these 16 moments later, in your tenets text. So the first one, In this way, Shariputra, all things are emptiness, and the emptiness, all things are emptiness, are match with the subsequent forbearance and knowledge of true suffering. And then second, subsequent so the first two, with the subsequent forbearance and knowledge of suffering. Second and third, subsequent forbearance and knowledge of true origin. 1, 2, 3, 4, fifth and sixth, subsequent forbearance and subsequent knowledge of true cessation. Then 7 and 8, subsequent forbearance and subsequent knowledge of true paths. So 4 paths, and each has probably it will be easier if you look at the 208 of your tenets textbook, and then you will just match with the second two of these 4 truths of suffering: subsequent forbearance and knowledge, subsequent forbearance of knowledge of true suffering, true origin, true cessation, and true path.
Dungal Chishiti, Dubi Dungalimi, Ware, Dubala Rabate, Komali Jwate, Dungal Chishiti, Komi Dungalimi, Komala Jwata.
So, for these 16 moments of forbearance of knowledge, which, if you look at the tenets, you will see in the Great Exposition School, the lower school. So, just to kind of, to have, understanding subsequent forbearance and subsequent knowledge. The subsequent forbearance of true suffering refers to kind of, seeing this, Dunge Chösö le Dunzambal Kongmegi Dunge Rapa.
Dungal Chishiti in Dubi Dungal Rapatini, Dubi Dungalimi, Dilla Rapatini, Komi Dungal, Komi send the Tawarwa, Dili Jwata war, Shiradana Bacha.
Dunge Chösögi.
Oh.
Chösö le Chöshe.
Yeah, Chishi. Correct. Dungal Chishi, Jishi, Shipati. Chishi the Jishi.
So subsequent knowledge of the true suffering, here refers to the seeing the suffering of the desire realm as a gross, gross level, and seeing the suffering of the Sukam Gidungel Dita. So, seeing the suffering of the desire realm as a gross and rough, and seeing the suffering of the higher realm, form and formless realm, as kind of more subtle, more subtle and higher state of suffering.
Goba Chishidi, Tap the Dungal Tomba Pambe, target Chariore. Goba Chishidi, Umi Dungal Tomba, the target Chariore. Goba Chishidi, Shinidua, Goba Chishidi, Dubi Dungal Tomba, Pampa Chariore.
So, as said before, you have this 8 here, right, from the text. Without defining characteristics, not born, do not cease, not defiled, not undefiled, no increase, no decrease. And when you look at the 16 moments of forbearance and knowledge, you just use the start from the number 1 and subsequent forbearance, knowledge, subsequent forbearance, knowledge, subsequent, there are 8, but these 8 are of the, first 2 are, these 8, of the true, of the 4 truth. So first 2 comes under the true suffering, second true origin, third true cessation, fourth true path. So the true suffering first, subsequent forbearance and subsequent knowledge. When you look at the root text, all things are emptiness and they are without defining characteristics. And then subsequent forbearance and subsequent knowledge of the true origin, you match this with the not born and do not cease. So likewise, you kind of match these 8 with the root text.
Oda dus jagire di ta di isod hage wangtul solam jolam thonlam lobchutichi ta tini gomlam lobchuti yongres.
So up to here, it's kind of how to practice, or how to the ways of teaching to the disciple of low intelligence. The first 3 part of preparation, accumulation, and part of seeing.
Wandur gomlam lobchude milo lam lobchude yongre teni wanon teni ngala lobchude ta chindu wangom bu so taidam kadanga paranga parasanga bodi se tilal wangom bodi til oda ki kapul shi dores ani jamate chat ogre tangta dilin samja jana mare ani di timata tawa me kaam me basde lunga karsa lam chuje de jishin ni je lam chuje de jishin kaje di kapdula ani hage thongwa nyumo pampe ani dawa mata ji shirang ji yore tak dawa te so thongwa tangbo dawa te tangbo thongda ka ji sungwa re oda ije ene jamandi gomlam ro chode jamat dijana ne kaje jo tap lo ta ini yaar mujhe sonti dizu sebo sungre.
So
yaar mujhe tandati sharingi bitar tumide
you're wrong.
watine sebo tu
I was just asking whether if you read the His Holiness Heart Sutra, did he use the same kind of matching? I said probably. I didn't see it at this section. So the commentary that we use is, this Tibetan text here. By Sherab Gyatso, a Tibetan scholar. He's a great scholar of the Tashikil monastery, and from East Tibet, Amdo region. And generally, there are more than 100 commentaries to the Heart Sutra, the root text. And so up to text here, kind of tells how to practice or generate the part of first 3 part of preparation, accumulation, part of seeing, and the next the text deals with the part of meditation for the practitioners with the low intelligence, and later the text deals with the generations apart within the mind stream of the high intelligence disciples, and that one is the text kind of presented using the mantra, Tayada Kade Kade Paragade Parasamgade Bodhi Soa.
Tongfaina Tongfadel Nyumon da Tongfa Nyumon Kunjundang, Ongfa Nyumon the Niyungors. Tongfa Nyumon the Sede Kundacha Gore, to the Trotasha Bat, the Chariot, to the Mother Trotasha. Ongfa Nyumon Sindi Tenemaimba, Lenki Chariot. Lenki Sindi to the Trotamaimba. Mamma Shushu Chadarita Kangi Yule Yende. The Pang Kagayo. One the Pang Lelaya. What the tea, Mom, what the tea in the gala, Dina, oh, Sani Karayon Gordon, Tapagi, Children get Trota Hashaga, Kichisun in the Dio, Radon Zoo. Did that from one chariot, and Jitakunta, Juson, Betty, Yikari, into the Kunta chariot. Ah, Negede, around the Pubo, Kazar, I had to be Jade in Zinsujitua, Kaza, Setigala, Pubola, one good bubble, Pubos in the Jekoltabu, Jebon de Jekoltabu, Zintude. Linki chatted, Tati, but a woman found this some grace.
So, from the five paths, and what are the obstacles or object of elimination of this five path. For the path of seeing, as we mentioned before, there are three barriers or three obstacles. And at the path of seeing, what a practitioner eliminates is, if you remember from the previous teaching, we call it imputated, view of transitory recollection. And here the translation is intellectual view of transitory recollection, which is the mistaken or wrong conception attained from teachings of learning something. So we, for example, under that it will come the self, which has three characteristics, three qualities, permanent, unitary, and independent self. And that kind of notion or understanding of the self can begin only through studying some philosophy, and it is not kind of innate. You have this kind of wrong conception by learning some philosophy, and this kind of wrong conception or wrong view is sort of planted by some kind of intellectual. It is not innate. It's not. So so this kind of imputated wrong conception, imputated mistaken view is eliminated during the path of seeing. And at the path of meditation, the object of elimination is obscuration, which we said before is innate. So that exists sort of automatically within all kind of sentient beings, even birds and animals, and that refers to the self being self-sufficiently existing. And that self is the person, or the self of the I is the kind of have authority over the body. That kind of self which is self-sufficiently, independently existing. This is also kind of negative or mistaken view that needs to be eliminated, and that's elimination happens at the path of meditation, which is much more subtler than the imputated or intellectual view of the transitory recollection. So we will stop here for today.
I just wanted to say that his Holiness is teaching us that same way with the eight. He called them the eight. Sorry.
Where is that in the?
121 and put the 8 aspects of emptiness.
Oh, okay.
So he was definitely going along that same
8 aspects of emptiness with, sorry, what's the page number?
121.
121.
The 8 aspects of emptiness.
8 aspects of emptiness.
콩두서의 이 인저와 디지에서의 조지바다 에디션 인저와 있어. 이는 콩두고 있어.
Yes. So the Kimura ji ka ge de wa ka ge de 콩두서.
한다디 시바게 시바게 ለ자야 돼.
So matching this 8 with the 8 forbearance and what's the other word? Knowledge is, Geshe said, the original sources is the text by Atisha Swami. There's Atisha's text in which Atisha mentioned about kind of matching these 8 with the 8 forbearance and 8 knowledge.
Dini songa. Zame kibar gelden du tasos. Diang gacha doba ye kane honon do na prata ko konsun josu joje jaldam ngo leshe ki duni du tapali chung.
Shoran hazır dedi.
Didi yani didi yang karwati inte popote. Jang gal lote. Jawab.
강하면 시에 받아서 매 개발기에 some 개발기에 된다.
Okay.
So these 8 are called 8 qualities with the profound 8 qualities, and which as you see kind of used with the 8 emptiness. It's the 8 emptiness. That also the gagje dokpake kane thonam the number tharung ko sumlaj. So with the cessation or negating the 8 obstacles or 8 obscurations, one will be able to kind of engage in the path of seeing. And it says it is mentioned in the instructions by the Atisha, and it is also stated in the Ngo Lozawa is the Ngo Lozawa London Sherap is the main disciple of the Atisha, and who is responsible for inviting Atisha to Tibet. So it is also stated in his commentary.
Ingri samsung ji pe tambun cha de de tong yi sin de da ji top sona de jinyan ge go wo song song do ko kha bo de kem go no ji de ni ji kai na ta nga so so de jin ji so se ge ji ge da to molam kya ya ra wa de ni ji la ji nga so la ni to na che da hal de so nam chen bo de so.
So his holiness, when he gives the teaching, he's kind of says how it's it takes a great effort in trying to understand the concept of emptiness, and he used to say that once he attained the concept of wisdom realizing emptiness, he will take a long, relax, and so the way he explains how difficult the way we know from his teaching that it's not easy, even a great kind of masters like him, of course, it will take us time to understand, the concept, these kind of concepts. But we should think, this as kind of simply able to, engage in this kind of learning and practice itself is kind of, the result of kind of, positive karma and kind of a great, fortune, be able to, learn and study these, although, these are hard to understand. So, the great philosophy of Middle Way Consequence School, as you know, the three great scholars, Buddhapalita and Chandrakirti and Nagarjuna. So, here it is kind of helpful if you think about what Buddhapalita said about the nature of the phenomena, as we said in the teachings, in the lecture, that if, if phenomena, if it is sufficient for phenomena to have, existing by their own side, or natural existence, then that should be enough. But when we say that existing from its own side is not enough, and the reason why we bring up or use the understanding of dependent origination is the way phenomena exist as it is not the ultimate. It's not ultimate. It is not the reality, or it's not the case. Therefore, we need to bring about, or bring up the concept of dependent origination. Otherwise, if phenomena exist by their own side intrinsically, or have a true intrinsic nature, then if that is the reality, what is the necessity of dependent origination? So we should say that is kind of that you can think about that point by Buddhapalita. Any question you said, you can ask one question if you have. So. And circle by snow-white mountains, and the source of all happiness and benefits. Those near person generally sit in the also remain until samsara ends. Just as the Bodhisattva Manjushri attained, and Samandagata too, so now I take it. As all the victorious Buddhas of the past, present, and the future, praise and spiritual. So now I do dedicate these words of mine, following the
Right, thank you.
If you want to listen to the same teaching, on online, it's on lamrim.com.org. It's His Holiness and many Tibetan, masters audio. You can listen, and I think that one is exactly the same as this teaching.